That's right, I still edit with VX, because that's what I edit with mostly. It's a VX. Well, this camera right here that you're watching me on is for the YouTube, and this camera right here is for the skateboarding. Well, they're both for skateboarding, but I mostly get skateboarding on this one. And now I'm editing, making a little commercial for something with the footage of the video that I'm in the process of making. And then I'll put the link in the card up here for the last two little teaser montages that I made for the successful transaction. It's you know, coming through heavy. It's coming together pretty nicely, actually. It's probably the most effort I put into a skate park. And I like editing this footage better than I like editing this HD footage off the little memory sticks, because all this HD footage off the memory sticks I have to render all the time. This footage right here I don't have to render. The only time I have to render it is if I put an effect on it. Okay, what I edit with is Final Cut Express version 4. It's probably a real old version of Final Cut. It's not Final Cut, it's Final Cut Express. It's a little bit different, but it's almost the same. I've been using Final Cut since day one. Final Cut Express. I've downloaded the Final Cut X, but that's just basically a glorified version of iMovie. You know, I used iMovie when the Macs first came out. I got a big, humongous G3, desktop as big as this table that I used to edit with a long time ago when it first came out. I've been making skate videos and film projects for a very long time. That's what I do. I went to school for it. I got it's called a Master Filmer Certificate. It's like a degree. So basically, I went to film school, but I didn't take any other courses than just editing, filming, camera, all that stuff. I didn't take, math. I didn't take, the regular basic college courses. I just focused all my efforts into this. So, and I used to work for a lawyer, doing filming depositions and editing depositions and doing all that stuff. And right now we're just going through this tape. I need to edit this tape anyway because I got some footage of the homies that skate for my stuff. Or I hook them up and they help me promote it on here, and we're in the process of making a video. So that's what I'm doing right now. We're editing still. We're in the process of editing, and I always make sure everything is on point. And the one thing that I can tell you that's better about this camera than about this little HD camera that I'm using right now is that this camera's better in low light. This camera's no good in low light. So in this situation, that's why it looks a little bit red. I have to go into it and, play with the contrast and brighten it up just a little bit so it looks normal. This one right here, don't need to do that because this is the best camera in a low light situation, in my opinion. When you're editing and you're logging clips in, this is what this is called. log in clips. Usually assistant editors do this. They log into clips. You always want to put, like, I don't know, here, I'll show you. You always want to put people's names. I don't know if you can see that, or what the clip is, or what trick it is, or whatever you're shooting or filming. So when the editor comes in and starts editing, he can just look at the clip and know what it is. So that's what assistant editors do. And in a real, you know, situation, that's what they do. Well, this is a real situation, but like for like a movie and something, there's assistant editors that come in and log in and capture all the stuff, so they don't have, the editors don't have to do it. Now I know there's, look at all these tapes. I'm still collecting tapes. I got tapes galore. I got a box over there full of tapes. It's been every video that I've almost ever made. You know. I have this weird thing of logging in tapes too. I don't I write on it. Like, so I know this is 2016. I know that's the year 2000. That's what I do. People do it different, but that's what I do. Like, I had my son helping me. I know Mike has footage on this tape, so this is Mike's tape. I know what's on this tape. And I got tape cleaners. The tape cleaner. You always need a tape cleaner on hand. You know, I'm rewinding the tape because I know I have footage in the other footage I know I have. Other footage. And the way I edit, everybody does it different. But always, I use this, the N and the O means for the in point and the out point of the clip. So I'm making this, has to be a minute long commercial for this other page. Other YouTube that I'm not going to say anything about right now because I don't want to say anything about it right now, but I am taking footage from different areas of the video that I've been making, because I do everything in sections. You never want to make a whole video on one timeline, because if you make a whole video, if you make an hour video on one timeline, and this has happened to me a couple of times, it starts dropping frames. The frames start dropping off, like stuff that you've been editing has been dropping off, and you always want to hit Apple S. Well, I have this old keyboard from when Apple first came out. I've been having this keyboard for about 12 years, but there's an Apple S. Now on the new ones, it's Command S. But you always want to hit Apple S when you're, all the time, when you're editing. Apple S, Apple S, Apple S. So the footage I've been putting in this video, I'm going to be using for people's parts too. It's just like a little teaser, another teaser that's coming out here. You know, we got, I'll put everybody's Instagram and stuff in the description below, so you can go on their Instagrams and see what they're about. Some people, I don't think they sure that they do. If they don't, I'll put their Facebook page. You know? That's what I'm about. See, and I'm pulling stuff out from my part to put in the commercial too, because I want to see what I have. Like, you know, I gotta get a single trick or something, because I just don't want it to be. I skate different. I do a lot of one-footed things, or what they call a fandangle, where you hop off. You know, you do grinds. One foot. I do a lot of finger flips. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to put in here. Like, I think this would be dope in here, but it would be all skate park shit. See, excuse my language. I skate a lot of street too, but I got a lot of skate park stuff. Like, I just be skating, it don't matter what it is, you know. I did this switch frontside flip over this gap. Oh, it's a one switch 180, then I switch frontside flip this thing. I should just put that in there, the switch frontside flip. Switch frontside flip is dope. Sometimes you find something on other tapes. That you forget about. See, this back 50 I found of Tim is not in his part. So we go fast forward until we see a hand. This is my concept, because I always see hands, like ever since I was a kid watching skate videos. You always see that hand. And I mark it with the hand. Boom, like that. And then so you can just fast forward through the tape. If you have tape, so you can fast forward through the tape, and then you see a hand. Boom. You know it's a trick. Or it's something funny. Boom. I always put that, or one of these. See, he's just a beast. I like the way he skates. Always want to go write who it is, so I know it's Tim. I write Tim on the clip, and then I open the clip up and I make sure everything, the levels are still good. Always check the levels. And then, oh, wrong one. Checking this, make sure the levels are straight, and I'm going to put this in his timeline. Everybody in the part has their own timeline. So today we're just editing some footage and making a little commercial for another YouTube channel. I'm not going to say that channel's name right now because I have to message him and tell him that the commercial's done. I'm going to email it to him, then I'm going to see if it's cool if I put a link down in my channel and shout out his channel on my channel. There's a lot of channels going on here, so stay tuned for what's going on next. Okay, I got most of the skateboarding that I wanted in here. Now I'm gonna, shoot some, like an opener or something describing, what my product is and what links you should guys click on and where you should go and what pages you should like and what channels you should subscribe to. So that's the next step. But before that, I am going to put music in, and the music I am going to use is probably this beat right here that I finished yesterday. Because I make most of the music for the skate videos. If not, I use somebody else's. Put the link down below. But it's mostly, I make beats, make hip hop, do all that stuff. So I'm thinking about using this beat. So it's already mixed down, everything is good to go. I just gotta find the right thing to drop it into here. Got it. So now we can just import it to iTunes. Share a song to iTunes, and you want to do this, and Apple V, and then I'm just gonna name this one Funky, and then put it on the Funky Fresh Tapes. And then I do have a SoundCloud, and I'll put the link down there too if you want to listen to these beats. So that's the next step, is putting music to the song, music to the skating. And I know it's not that long, but we're going to trim it down. The way to trim stuff is the way I do it. I grab the song and I throw the song in there. I put underneath everything. I'm lining it up right there. And then we need probably a minute. So I take and then just drag it. Actually, that's pretty good, a minute. I did it right on point here. Did it right on point here. Looking pretty good. Make it the music a little bit louder. So the way I do that is I double up the tracks. So I put a track underneath it to make it on point. And that's sampled off of this right here. That little horn sample I sampled off of this CD. Or this sampled off a CD. It's this one right here. You probably could go find the record somewhere, but I found the CD at the Goodwill. Just got done rendering. Now we're putting it to a QuickTime file so I can send it in an email. And thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, thanks for liking. New videos, trying every day. If it's not every day, it's every other day. I've been doing pretty well on uploading every day. But I had, I skipped Sunday because I brought my camera with me, but brought the battery, but I forgot to bring my memory card. So I had an ill session at Sprinkler not too long ago, but I didn't get anything done with it because I forgot my card. So again, thank you for watching. If you learned something, type down there and say, hey, I didn't know you still edit with, stuff like that. That's dope. I didn't know you use that program. That's dope. So if you want me to go in more depth and detail of what I do with this stuff, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.